You know, back to school can mean back to routines. You've probably tried to get back in them these past weeks, but between practices and homework, sometimes getting a meal on the table is difficult. Our Queen of Free, Sherry Lowe, joins us this morning. She has some ideas to keep us on track. Perfect timing, Sherry. Welcome, by the way. Nice to see you as always.
Yeah.
So meal planning is what we're talking about. Where do we start?
You know, it can be so difficult when you're so busy, and there are a few key ideas to keep in mind, some strategies to put into place. The first one being you have to write your plan down. I'm a big fan of physically writing a plan down. You certainly could use your phone or some sort of other online planning procedure, but I read recently that your goals only happen, they increase 40% if you actually physically write them down. I have a free printable out on queenoffree.net that you can print out to keep track of your grocery list as well as your meals during the week. Super simple, but there are lots of options out there.
Now, should you be planning daily, weekly, monthly? Is it just up to you?
I'm a big fan of planning weekly, and in fact, today is the best day. Sunday is the best day to start that plan for the week, to begin, you know, really taking an inventory of what you have and listing out what you'll be eating every night.
Okay, and you want to consider how busy your schedule is. You got to be a little bit flexible as far as meal times and that
so
kind of thing,
you don't
right?
want to plan a meal that takes you an hour to prepare if you have meet the teacher night. That's not going to work. That may be a night where you need a pizza to throw in the oven or something very, very simple that you've been cooking in the crock pot all day long. So keep in mind practices and all of your demands on your schedule as you plan those meals.
Okay, and you want to just start with what you already have at home before you decide what you have to go out and get, right?
Exactly. So the best thing you can do this afternoon is to open up your fridge, your freezer, your cabinets, your pantry, anywhere where food is stored, and begin planning your meals based on what you already have right now. So ask yourself the question, if I were to, you know, feed my family dinner for the week right now without buying a single thing, what would we eat? And that's your first meal. After that, begin kind of a process of elimination of, well, I have pasta and I have sauce, but I don't have a protein source, and then you add that to your list. So build based on what you already have to use up those items that might go bad if you don't use them.
All right, some great advice. And you also mentioned a meal planning service. I'm going to let people go to your website to find out exactly how they can utilize that kind of service, because we're out of time right now. But some great advice, and so definitely you want to check out more of Sherry's money saving tips in her online blog, and we of course have a link to that on the Hot Topic section of WTHR.com. Thanks so much. You have a great Sunday.